Hello friends, today we will see the part 2 of NDPS Act. In first part we have seen important about what is NDPS Act all about, its legislative intent and some important definition under this act. Today we will see some important amendments or changes which were made in this 1985 NDPS Act. So first one we will see what do you mean by illicit traffic. Illicit means illegal traffic. That means illegal dealing of this narcotic and psychotropic substances. How to prevent that? What government has said, if you do any of these activities, it will be considered as an offense and you will be penalized. So what are that activities? Cultivating any cocoa plant or cultivating the opium poppy or any cannabis plant without the concern of government or without obtaining the permission for cultivation. Then if you are engaged in production, manufacture, possession, having it, that is then sale or purchase, or even you transport, or for small amount if you hide it, or even if you use it for your consumption, or if you are doing any interstate export or import. All these activities which are done illegally without the consent of government is considered to be a illegal deal. Then you are dealing in narcotic, drug and psychotropic substances, or you are handling that drugs or giving your area or premises for any of this activity, then also it is a contravention, it is an offense. Or you are financing such activity, or you are helping your friends, relatives in such activity, or you are giving shelter to these people who are involved in all this activity, or abetting, encouraging or assisting such people, or you are planning secretly with these people about the manufacturing, sale, distribution, export. So all these activities are very offensible and the people can be penalized. Again, I'll tell you here, I'll give you the reference of the fresh case study that is about Riya Chakrabarti. She has been contravened in various sections regarding this manufacturing, possession, sale, procurement of this cannabis, abetting, encouraging, assisting. So that is how all these are the illegal trading of Narcotic, Drug and Substances Act, and under this act all these are punishable. It is an offense. Okay. Then next we will see what are the important changes which were made apart from this Act 1985. So the amended Act was passed in the year 2014. Amendment means certain changes were made in this existing NDPS Act 1985. Why? Because even if this act was made with a strict provision, still it was found the medical use of this type of substances was still not fruitfully done. So to make this substance available, easily accessible, this amendment was done. So what was that amendment? What was the changes? Here it included the government decided to prepare an essential narcotic drug list, ENDS. So this list, it will be prepared and it will be approved by the Drug Controller General of India. What this list includes? Generally morphine, methadone, codeine, hydrocodone, oxycodone and fentanyl. So they made a list. What is this list called as? Essential Narcotic Drugs, ENDs. Then they made this list and they gave the powers to regulate, to make the rules and regulation regarding this list to central government. And this rules and regulation should be uniform across India. And one more major change they made or implemented or they included is they gave or they defined institute, that is your medical organization, as a recognized medical institution, RMIs. And these medical institutions, they will be recognized or they will be dealing with this ENDS. That means they will stock, they will distribute, they will sell this type of drugs to the needy people who are really in need of this type of drugs, medicines. Okay, so these were the two major concepts which was included or which was made in the Act, and that was amended in the year 2014. Essential narcotic drugs and recognized medical institution. Okay, so if you see its definition, what is a recognized medical institution? A medical institution officially recognized by the state drug controller for what? For purchasing, possessing and dispensing essential narcotic drugs for medical and scientific use. Very, very important. For medical and scientific use. That means it will be dispensed to the people, to the patient who are really in need of these drugs. And likewise, what is END? Essential narcotic drug. It is the list of notified medicines which is identified by the Drug Controller of India. For what purpose? Again, for medical purpose, which will be available in your recognized medical institute. So these two are the important inclusion in the NDPS, amended NDPS Act 2014. Okay. Then next we will see who is the important person who is related or who is controlling, who is having the important authority to have or to regulate the operations of NDPS Act. And that is none other than Narcotics Commissioner. He is appointed by the central government. What he looks upon or what he is responsible for? Supervision. Supervision of what? Cultivation, manufacturing, production of the opium poppy, of the cannabis plant. He is also responsible to issue the license to these people, to the cultivator, or he also has the power to cancel the license in any case. If certain any offense or if the criteria is not fulfilled by that cultivator. He is also responsible to check the records related to NDPS. Very, very important. You must be knowing that when you are dealing with the NDPS substances, you have to have a separate cupboard locked and the records are to be properly maintained. Narcotics Commissioner also has the responsibility or the power to lay down the rules and regulations. For what? For opium weight and quality. If you see, this cultivation are majorly done in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, Jharkhand. These places are much more involved in the cultivation. So they are giving the rules. This much should be the weight of your opium. Okay, and the quality is checked. Then they are also responsible. Suppose if any cultivator is in grievance, he has any complaints. So Narcotics Commissioner hears his appeal and he has the power to resolve that grievance of the cultivators also. So he is the important person and under him various narcotic officers are working. So he is an important person. Remember, a question is generally asked, who is Narcotic Commissioner or what are the responsibilities or functions of Narcotics Commissioner? Okay, so these are the major functions of Narcotics Commissioner, who is appointed by the central government. Right? Now, next very, very important point under this act is offences and penalties. Students, if you see the offences, if you see the title of the offences, there are various titles. For example, contravention in relation to opium poppy, contravention in relation to poppy straw, contravention in relation to cannabis, contravention in relation to ganja, contravention in relation to prepared opium. So if you see the title, this will be the title. There are about 14 to 15 contravention listed. But related to your exam point of view, it can be asked either for 3 or 4 marks. And for that you can write 12, for 4 marks, 12 contravention. For 3 marks, you can write 9 contravention. 1 will carry 0.5 marks. So if you see, if you remember the title of the contravention, the penalty is same for near about 12 type of contravention. What is that? Rigorous imprisonment for not less than 10 years, which may extend to 20 years, with fine not less than 1 lakh rupees, which may extend to 2 lakh rupees. Right? So, students, if you remember that 12 contravention, you have to remember only this type of penalty for that 12 contravention. It is same. Only somewhere related to ganja or related to other drugs, there are different contravention. Only that two or three things are differing. Rest, it is same. So it is easy for you all to remember. Right? So, case study I was telling you. So, Miss Riya Chakravarti recently has been penalized with all these sections 28(1)(c), that is handling, dealing, possession, purchasing, transporting, abetment, right? And she may be charged with the penalty depending upon the sections are proved. Whether it may be, if the small quantity is there, if she is possessing small quantity, the imprisonment goes up to 1 year with a fine. And if all such a type of activities she has done, it can be imprisonment of not less than 10 years. So that is a fresh case study I can tell you related to NDPS Act 1985, basis on which she has been taken into judicial custody and she will be asked for all these things. Okay, so these are some of the important part of the NDPS Act and the amendments which were made in the year 2014, RMI and END. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.